There we go. I don't know why I'm grabbing these like I'm finna listen to something.
So.
What's up, everybody? Happy Friday.
What's up, y'all?
Hopefully, y'all doing well. How's everybody doing? So, I personally feel like all the episodes that came on this week that we watched were good. I feel like Flash was good in its own way, but I think everything was like good in its own way this week. I'm sure somebody will beg to differ online, but
yeah,
it's my opinion.
I do feel like everything had its place this week. Everything was very it was a good week.
Why somebody come every week and ask if we reacting to Superman and Lois? What episode they on? Have you seen reactions to episode?
I don't know what Superman and Lois is, but I'm not reacting to that for damn show. I don't know what show that is. What channel that come on?
I'm seeing it in person. I'm not paying $30 to watch no movie on Disney Plus when I could go to the movies and spend less than that on tickets. Like, the tickets itself don't even cost that much if you go to the movies. And then, like, I already seen stuff in theaters already, so why not go see that too? I see a lot of people getting into, like, movie reactions. I'm cool with that, but it's just, like, certain stuff I gotta see in the theater. If it's something that's, like, you know what I'm saying, I don't know if I'd watch it. Like Fast 9. Like, if that came out on a streaming service versus the movies, I'd watch that as a reaction probably and, like, cut it up and put it up. But, like...
we wouldn't even get anything from it because it's fucking Universal.
It depends on how you cut it up, though. Like, if I do it like we do reactions, that's different versus the trailer.
I get what you're saying.
Like,
I get what you're
now
saying.
You know I got that. I've been to sushi that up, cut that up real good, and then be fine. But right. Yeah, I see the tickets for Black went on sale today. We need to get ours because I don't know. You never know, it may still out. But yeah, they went on sale today. I saw that on my phone. They gonna let me know. So we can start with Legends. That's basically how the week started anyway.
Yeah.
Legends was good in its own way. It was more magic centric with Astra and Constantine and stuff. Her trying to live the human life, dealing with not having money and stuff, and not having a job, and somebody being racist. Look, her dealing with all that shit already. So she's been dealing with that.
Yeah, it took place over the course of several episodes of what was going on with the other legends.
Yeah, because you can see them popping in and out for stuff.
Well,
John popping in and out, and then I think midway through is when the legends actually popped in from the last episode when Mick left them to go do whatever. So, yeah. But it was good, bro. They like her doing the magic thing. I keep forgetting her mama used to do magic or whatever. Yeah. But she got out of it, and then
John lost his magic.
Yeah, I think at the end of the episode, I think his magic is gone. I don't think he gonna get it back. I think he can well, he may be able to, because if Astra was doing magic and she did the spell, it would have took her magic away too. Like, she wouldn't be able to do it either. He probably got to start over. I don't know. I feel like it was more than that for him.
It's probably because when he started, he went down a dark path, like a darker path, and he's probably worried that that's where he's gonna end up. And it took a lot to get to where he is.
The only reason I say for him is gonna be more than that is because the little picture was like, I know what that spell did, and like he kind of like shut him up before he could finish. So like I'm just wondering if he don't have magic, he won't be able to use it at all. But I don't know when the Diggle episode for Legends is, because they had already had like a picture for that like weeks ago. It may be coming up though, but I don't know. I mean, with them not having a ship right now, I wouldn't think. I don't know, because I don't know, like, are we in present day? Because did they say when they went to Constantine House, like, what year are we actually in? That's the thing, too, so I don't know. I feel like maybe when they get the ship back, maybe he'll come. I don't think it's supposed to be in no set order, though. No Gary that episode. They even though Katie directed it, but she still was in it too. Her and that dude fighting with Nurse Ava, all that stuff going on. And what else was going on? Okay, so time out this person right here because she finna piss me off, whoever that is. You ain't gotta do that. No, the answer's no. Y'all be acting like y'all be 5 fucking years old, study typing shit over and over again. Are you a fucking keyboard stalker? Like, what are you doing? Like, why? Right, chill. Go drink some water. That thirst. Anyway, the fun thing they did with Legends this week, they turned that shit into like an animated fucking almost Disney princess ass movie with the Legends got turned into with like cheese. They turned into like these little objects. The new girl was a fork. What's the boy name? Nate was a wheel of cheese.
Yeah.
Who else?
I can't think.
Ava was a binder.
Mm-hmm.
Zari brother, what's his damn name? He was a damn candle. It just reminded me of Beauty and the Beast because all that shit they used to have running around the house, like the teacup and all that stuff like that. It reminded me of that. A fork with a cowboy hat. You right. That shit was so funny though. Like, why they made him cheese and then he steeled up as the cheese when they was fighting the dude. I'm like, please. Out here doing the most. But it was a fun episode though. Singing, animated like usual. Like, DC had his own princess story for once instead of like the fighting animated style. They had like the little almost how Disney have their princesses, so that was funny. They could do like a whole series like that, and then like children would probably watch that shit because it would be like different. It would be ignorant. You seeing the princess and the little objects fighting and beating up the bad guys like that. That shit would be funny.
Yeah,
but
it's pretty much Legends. I mean, I don't really dive deep into Legends because I'm like, it just does whatever it wants to do, and that's cool. Like, I ain't gotta think hard with Legends. Like, you can put some thought into some stuff, but I'm like, it's like,
yeah,
Legends is Legends. Let's have fun with it. Let's not make Legends I don't feel like Legends has to be a big deal. Legends is fun. Like, y'all come in, y'all ask questions. Like, the live has been on for a few minutes. I'm pretty sure
the live is video on demand though, so you could literally go back to the beginning to see what we talked about and still watch it, even though you won't be live. You still won't miss nothing. So I don't understand all that, but we're gonna talk about Batwoman next.
Yeah,
that was a great. I feel like that was like had to be top 2 episode of Batwoman, if not the best episode that they've had, just from like the emotional and like what we gonna get out of that. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, my boy Luke was not.
They did replay that shit from the beginning when he got shot.
Yeah. Like, my boy Luke
Agent Trash Ass shot him. And then had the nerve to fabricate the situation. He's sitting there in front of Kate Daddy and these other 2 hoes we ain't never seen before. I guess internal investigations for the Crows, which they probably crooked too because I ain't never seen them before. All the fuck shit they be doing. Then he had the nerve to say he saw somebody jacking the car. Ain't mention the other dude. And then gonna say he pulled out a gun. He don't even own a gun. So like, and look at how he was dressed. I'm just like, really? Like, the way they be setting people up, they be doing that shit in real life, though. They little friends be really wanting to set somebody up bad, and then evidence just appear. They really be doing that shit sometimes.
Shit was crazy. Luke, they brought Bruce back.
Yeah, like, for him, while he was unconscious, like, him basically having to decide if he wanted to, like, die or live. The choice was kind of made for him, to be honest, but...
Yeah, and that's like, you can tell that's gonna make Luke very different. Like, notice, like, Luke, like, you could already tell in the previews that he's different. Yeah, like, you saw episode. Like, he's getting rid of the glasses. Like, bro, it's like
no glasses. That wardrobe was different.
Yeah, that attitude.
He had on like a skull cap and like a leather jacket.
Yeah, like,
he didn't have on no suit, no glasses. But I mean, it be like that though, cause he was ready to check out. Like, he was like, I don't want to be... Like, I had to go back and watch the episode because I wasn't paying attention to that part. Like, I knew it was sad. I was trying not to, like, cry. So I was, like, looking off, you know what I'm saying, trying not to see. But when I watched, like, the edit, like, he was basically telling Bruce, because Bruce was telling him like, you got shot, and the world believes that, you know, like, because you're black, you did what they saying you did. And then he was like, you would think we would come farther than that, you know, like at this day and age. And he was just like, I don't want to be here. Like, I don't want to live in a world like that anymore. Like, that's basically what he said. Yeah. He was ready to go be at peace with his dad. He wasn't even trying to be here.
Nope.
And then like they gave him Desert Rose, so it kind of made the choice for him to like wake back up. That's why I was like, if you ready to check out, I'm talking about really ready.
If you ready to go, you
really ready. Not like contemplating on the fence. Like, he was ready.
He wasn't teetering, as they say. He
made the choice. He's like he was finna step over to the other side. And then somebody took that choice away from him. You gonna wake up different. You gonna be different. That man ain't gonna have zero fucks to give no more. Like, because he's tried to be the good guy. Yep. Not saying he still won't be, but he's gonna do it the way he wants to do it now.
Yeah. Like, y'all gotta understand. Like, I see what they did with Luke's character, and he's been like, he's a black man. He's had that encounter where, oh, well, you know, you have the white friends, but you're still black. And now it's like, you dress in a suit, you look a certain way, you're clean cut, you're dressed in a suit, you work at a corporate office, but this can still happen to you.
Right.
So what's the fucking point of me wearing a $2,000 suit, glasses?
He gonna be what they want him to be, and they ain't gonna want that. I'm telling you, cause like he told Ryan, like when they had that whole episode where they got arrested at the beginning, and he was like, "You think I'm spoiled and all this other kind of stuff," but he was like, "I'm used to keeping my head down." Like he's done all the things he's supposed to do, and it didn't work out for him, so he's finna do that shit.
Yeah, it's no. I'm not keeping my head down anymore. I'm like, I got shot.
Pass me a thing. This shit leaking.
He got shot in the chest.
Right.
You think I'm finna keep my head down? It's no point. Keeping my head down got me nowhere. I still got shot in the chest. Yeah. By a cop that just wanted to shoot a black man.
Y'all, they keep asking about this suit. I've seen the suit. I don't think Trey has it. But I got spoiled by the motherfuckers that's on the show because they showing everybody. I ain't even get spoiled by nobody else. They the ones who got it going around on Twitter. Everybody on Batwoman. So I've seen it. I think it looks nice, but hey. I would have to look at the comics because I don't think I know what his suit or nothing that looks like in the comics to see if they pull from anything. I just saw what it looked like. It looked nice.
You've seen his suit on Batman Bad Bloods, the movie.
But I ain't gonna remember that like you know. Like I'd have to go back and look. You don't be remembering no shit like that. Like
you can't. Well, you've seen it, so you can type it in and look on your phone. But
yeah, I'd have to look. But I mean, to me now, Batwoman for me, seeing a suit like. To me, Batwoman, I know she exists in the comics. That's nothing I read. So me seeing a suit don't hit me as hard as like seeing some shit on the Flash that I wasn't trying to see or something like that. That's like my biggest thing because I'm more into that. So like seeing something on Batwoman, I know they kind of do their own thing from time to time. So it don't bother me as much seeing that as it would on something else. So I've seen it though. I mean, I think it's nice.
It's fun for me because I called it. Before the show even fully got on its way, that season 2, he was suit up.
They were gonna do that anyway, though, Madam Siren. Like they didn't just write this out they ass. It's just the fact that Ruby left. Had she not left, it still probably would have happened some kind of way. I think they've been like setting this up for him. Like even with Crisis, when you went to the Earth 99 and you saw how different Luke was there, I'm like they showing you that shit because that's probably the one he about to turn into. Probably about to be hard as hell, get in the gym and be like, fuck all of y'all. But I mean, I figured it was coming.
Why are y'all typing in caps and shit? Stop typing in caps.
I feel like they just waited because they wanted Batwoman to be solidified first.
Yeah.
Because it's her show. Then you would introduce anybody else in the Bat family at some point that would be helping her out. Because at this point, I'm thinking like, what is Kate Daddy and Sophie gonna do? Is Sophie gonna join the Bat team, or are they about to start their own thing and start over and just be more careful this time with who they get? You know, like who they hire to do stuff. Because the Crows is dismantled. Then we get some what's her name, Wallace as Kate. Next week we gonna get more Kate.
And Mary, the way she was talking to
Right,
Luke, like
Mary was tired. Like she looked like she really was crying at the bedside. Like she was like,
she was looking like, you better not leave me before we go on a date type
yeah.
shit.
Everybody shipped them already anyway. So like they probably might make that a thing. Or sometimes who wrote that? Sometimes somebody wrote something online that like even though people ship stuff, sometimes the actors just lean into it to mess with the fans or whatever.
I'm glad they do.
I don't know. I don't know what they're gonna do with
Sometimes,
that. I'm not mad at it though, but it's just like
sometimes you don't need relationships. Like sometimes, like just can you just be friends?
they might be friends because she might have liked Luke the way he was. He finna be different now, so ain't no guarantee that she gonna like the way however he about to be. So that's a thing too. It's different if you like somebody and they're a certain way now. Something life changing has happened to them and they change how they act. She may not. She may still. Of course, they still gonna be friends, but you know, I don't know. You hope we see more of the GCPD. I guess, man. They don't be doing. You saw how they rolled up on that man and shot him on that court still. What episode? Who was that? Wasn't that like the commissioner or the police chief or something? They shot that episode when that girl, when Sophie's sister was the witness. They be rolling up on him like they ain't nothing. So I don't know. I don't know. They already got their ship named Hamel Fox. They be already like shit. They been shipping them since like season 1. I hope she get more seasons though, cause I do want to see him as Batwing. And then like once he's solidified, if the show's still good, you got room to bring in other people too, cause they had already had spoiler on the episode. So I mean,
thank you, Kelly. No.
Oh yes, thank you, Kelly. Yes,
And
it was both of our ideas combined.
then,
Yeah, I can understand that too. Mary
y'all like the new intro like that?
Mary lose so many people because she done lost her mama, her relationship with her dad, and like the fact that that's not even her real dad though, but she still be like, you know what I'm saying? She treat him like that's her dad, so like you don't see that a lot. And then Kate gone, you know, Alice crazy as hell. It's like she ain't really got nobody, so I can understand her feeling like that. Have I seen the devil? No, I've read about him in stories though. Since y'all keep asking about Lucifer. Tired. I would love to see Gordon, Harvey, Bullock, or Renee Montoya in season 3. I mean, if they take the focus away from the Crows and focus on, you know, like the police department to do something else, I just don't know though, because I know HBO, ain't they doing a show too that's just about like the police department in Gotham? Yeah. So it's like tricky with that. I don't know how they do it because they be trying not to step on each other's toes, even though they the same fucking network. Like it don't matter because like I just feel like if your show good, people gonna watch it. Because even if you got the same character going, well, I guess they try not to do that so people don't compare. That's why you make all your shit good though.
I'm telling y'all, that's why the Flash movie has not come out, and that's why I feel like the Flash last season is season 8 because the movie comes out 22 supposedly. I'm like, and they pushed that movie back since when was that movie supposed to come out? 2017 or some shit, 2018, and they just keep getting pushed back. The next time that person asks that damn year time amount.
That's somebody different. That's all.
No,
different.
It's not.
Which?
Boom.
Oh.
Let me say it. Let me say it. I am not watching Lucifer. There we go.
I heard that the PK show will be a movie instead. What's PK?
Peacekeeper.
Oh, Painkiller, huh?
Peacekeeper.
Who was that?
The John Cena show from.
I thought they meant Painkiller because I'm like, y'all sure? Who the fuck even? But Painkiller not a show. It said I heard that the PK show would be a movie instead. He gotta be talking about Painkiller. Who the fuck give a fuck about John Cena? Like the fuck? I ain't even know who that was when you said Peacekeeper, so I know that shit don't matter to me.
Oh, Peacemaker? I don't know. Bro, I don't know.
They talking about Painkiller because people keep saying they gonna do something for him on HBO Max instead of doing it on the CW. So I don't know.
I don't believe it.
But I mean, at the end of the day, like that, to me, the decisions they make just be stupid to me. If HBO Max back them, just like they did Stargirl or Titan Season 3, all this other kind of stuff, like, I don't understand. You still gonna get your money because why not play it on TV and put it on HBO Max at the same time? That way the people that don't want to buy your streaming service can watch it on cable, and the people that don't want to fucking watch commercials can buy your streaming service. Like, it makes no sense how they do stuff to me. Like, if you had HBO back in the day, like when Game of Thrones was coming on, it come on HBO the channel and it come on the little app they had at the same time.
It really did.
So if you didn't have cable, you could get the app, and if you had cable, you could watch it on TV. That's why I was like, why don't y'all do the CW and HBO like that? Like, it's the same network basically. Flash come on live on Tuesday. I could choose to watch it on HBO, if I don't want to watch commercials, cause like, it's not like you getting both. Nobody's gonna cut off their app service to watch cable, and then they watching commercials. People that already got cable may watch TV because they don't want to pay for that. But either way, you getting views one way or the other. Like, at some point, ratings are gonna fade out because nobody watches TV anymore. Like, old school people that got cable, that still just got cable. We got cable because we watch the shit. We record it because it come on right then. We want to watch it right then. If it was on the app, like, same day, we wouldn't need cable. Because then I could just watch everything on the fucking app. Like, I don't understand. Like, I don't know why they make these decisions like that. That's not going to cut into your money if you got Flash live on Tuesday at 7 o'clock on HBO Max and on fucking CW TV. But y'all got shit free on the CW app when you could just take the free app off. When y'all want to put 37 ads in something, y'all could just take that shit off. People will get HBO Max. But I'm like, they make the dumbest goddamn decisions when it comes to them superhero shows. How y'all do everything right but that? Child. But even if they did like a Hulu type situation where you watch it today and then tomorrow or after a certain, like at 2 a.m. or whatever time it is, you could watch it like on the app if you don't want to do it at the same time. Either way, I don't know. I just feel like this should be dumb. But back to that woman. That was a great ass episode.
It was.
That shit choked me up a couple times because that man was
the way Luke hit Bruce, like, man, if you don't get your goddamn hands off me, I'm trying to go see my dad. Like, man, I'm trying to go see my dad in this bitch, man. That shit was funny as fuck.
I like that was unsuspected. I didn't expect them to bring that dude back as Bruce for that. So,
but I'm glad that we do have Bruce in the, whatever verse you want to call it.
I deal with him, you know.
Like, he cool, man. Like,
I deal with him.
Like,
Flight God, thank you for the donation. Not sense spell like that. Since they gave Superman his own show, can they put Bruce in a bad suit on Batwoman? Probably not, though.
No, you can get Bruce Wayne, but you can't
Baby
get Batman.
Joker, thank you for the donation. Thank you both for the influence you guys have. Your reactions and real talks really end up making my holiday. Really, God bless. Thank you.
You can get Bruce Wayne. See, that was part of the deal. You can get Bruce Wayne, but you can't get Batman.
I don't even think they showed Batman suited up on Titans either.
Exactly.
They just, yeah.
See what I'm saying? It's a tricky situation with Bruce Wayne and Batman.
They showed a suit, I think, on Titans.
You can show the suit, but you can't show the character in the suit. Here's why you can't do that. Because once you do that, you people want to show. I
just feel like you should try Samuel. Everybody's taste gonna be different. But this season, like especially this half of the season, they've really been like showing out. I felt like it was good anyway when Ruby was on. I just felt like people don't be wanting to see a female lead on TV. Like, we haven't grown there yet. That's what people do too. Like, if it wasn't for her having her own set of fans when this show started, it probably would have been canceled season 1. Like, if she wasn't the name she was when they got her. That's why I felt like they felt confident doing the show in the first place. Because they knew people were going to watch her. But I'm just like, people just be hating for no reason. My thing is, I never understood why you have to constantly hate on something online. If you don't like it, move on. But when you get online talking about Zack Snyder, dusty ass, everybody want to chime in. Like, no, y'all dislike everything else, so let me dislike his shit and then move on, just like y'all do whatever else. I'm like, if you don't like something, you don't like it. You ain't got to stay stuck on that.
Like, Batman is that character that no matter what, once he shows up, it's okay. You got to put him in a suit. He needs his own show now, and then that then killed the whole thing of that character. You can't put Batman on Batwoman because that kills Batwoman. You can put Bruce, and like
she probably would come back to do that though. If they made a show with Lightning and Painkiller, like if they made them together on the show, if she came back on that show and it was just her and him, because they're friends in real life, and she's professional even if they weren't, but she probably would do that. Like them having their own show, that's gonna really make ratings go up because people like them together on screen.
What make you think the Flash is ending with season 8? What make you think that? Where did they say that at? Where did you get your information?
Yeah, we did them, Danny. That's true too, Woodman.
Where did you get your information?
Like if they have Batman suit up, it ain't Batwoman no more. Everybody gonna be looking for Batman. That's why you can't do that shit on certain shows. If Batman suit up on Titans and get the kicking ass, it's gonna be Batman where Bruce at every week. It ain't gonna be.
Candace Patton confirmed it on IG. When? Today?
You ain't even gotta ask that. I see a photo dump. So where did she say that on her page? I just checked to her live.
You were sometime last week live. Cause if Candace Patton, that shit would have went viral. The Flash ends with season 8.
So it's on her page or was it on the live? Cause like I still don't see it. Like she only got pictures of herself on here. Ain't no announcements on here. So
this is what I'm talking about.
And I feel like Grant would say it before anybody else. So I don't understand.
Everybody,
like she had posted that she was glad to be off right now. That don't mean the show over.
Everybody that is basically still the #1 show on the network. So you're gonna tell me I'm not gonna listen to y'all. This is what I talk about, people. That shit would be viral.
I follow her on Instagram.
That shit would be trending.
About her saying that the show was over, or we would have.
We live in a day and age where that kind of shit would be trending. I'm done even entertaining that. Anyway, Superman and Lois.
That was a good episode this week. That was like a lot. Last week's was good too, but nothing else came on last week but that. The last week's was good too, because that's when Jonathan went in the trailer with Lois when they was trying to figure out who he was, who John Irons was or whatever. I think that was that episode. Mm-hmm. And then that little AI was about to murder him. Like all that shit was going on. And I think the brother was having issues because he's starting to hear everything last week. That's what it was. Yeah. And then this week he started sneezing frost boogers. He started sneezing. He was sneezing them icicles. But I was like, did he just sneeze frozen boogers? But this week, whatever was going on with him was because of Superman. That's what it was. Superman, that shit, that green canister of kryptonite mist or whatever they had last week. Mm-hmm. Like this week it started to show that it affected him because he went to stop a robbery in Mexico and then he kept getting shot and like he passed out, I think, at some point, and then he got back up, of course, finished his job or whatever, but you know they got in the paper Superman struggling, you know, whatever. But then like when Lois got home, he had like bruises all over him. She was like, you don't bruise from bullets, like. So they was trying to figure out what was going on, but then turns out the shit was fucking contagious and the other boy caught it. The son, what's his name? Jordan caught it. Like that's why he started sneezing and he was like, I think his lungs had fluid in them and he was about to basically die because of that shit. So you know Lois had to have that talk with Grandpa. You ain't welcome here no more.
I hear that shit. Like that shit was
her motherfucking daddy get on my nerves. I'm not gonna even lie.
I give it up. Betsy.
Who is Betsy?
Elizabeth. That was she.
Oh, I was.
Betsy, like she either goes by Elizabeth or Betsy. They call her Betsy
like,
on
who the
set.
hell?
Like because she used both of those names in her acting career, Betsy or Elizabeth. So,
last week she killed it because she had the way she went off on Jonathan last week. I ain't gonna lie, I was sitting there shook like.
Oh, that's a mama.
It is, but the way it's like I've been mad at my kids, and you do say stuff sometimes that you regret. You have to like pull back and apologize. But like he almost, like ended his life. Like he almost died because he did something stupid. She was like, "Get out of my face!" I don't want to like. She was going,
and like Tyler's face.
He couldn't say nothing though because she would have went in on him too because he just stood back like, "Damn, I'm gonna let her have it."
Like it was like the scene was so real. He was like.
She was crying and all that shit. Then come to find out, we didn't know she had like a miscarriage after them. She's supposed to have a girl with him, and she lost the baby. The baby's supposed to have the same name as the girl from the other planet that I guess John Iron's daughter or whatever like that. But like, she was like, "Bitch, I ain't trying to lose no more kids." Like she was going in. She was like, "You almost died." She was like, "Shut up, get out of my face." She was like, it was so. I was sitting there like, "Damn, girl." And then, like, later on when they had the conversation, like, she started crying. Like, she actually let him know that she had, like, a miscarriage. And, what the baby name was supposed to be and all that kind of stuff. And they had that real conversation where she was crying like that. I felt all that shit, though. She did that. Like, she really did. So, and then this week, what's his name? Morgan motherfucking Edge sent the goddamn fake Superman after her ass while they was at the house. And Tyler was where? What he was doing at that time? They took Jordan. His thing. Yeah. Jordan was damn near dying, so he had to take him to the Fortress of Solitude? Is that what you call it? And then they sent 2 people from town. I fucking knew when that girl daddy left that his ass was one of them bitches too.
Yeah.
He too damn like. I don't want to say this because men do need to show their emotions sometimes, but like he pissed me off when he was in that goddamn kitchen crying because he felt like that man didn't think he was good enough. Bitch, you a whole ass man. Don't nobody give a fuck what no other man think about you. You got a job, but you trying to be more than just because y'all in a small town. That's how people think in our town. They be trying to do the most and be looking dumb as fuck because you want to be more than because you in this little ass town. Like, really? That Leslie Lauren, I could behead her. Like, she gets on my fucking nerves, too. Every time she walk in the room, I be pissed off. I think that's her name. And then come to find out, she grew up in Smallville, and they changed her name. Who else's name was changed? Somebody else's. The Leslie Lauren lady. That's not her real name. They found her in the yearbook. Remember, she grew up there. That's why they was able to tolerate the shit so well. So come to find out that he need the people in Smallville because they grew up around X-Kryptonite, so their bodies will handle the effects better than if they got somebody from somewhere else. Yeah. Like, I'm like, excuse me? That was a lot this episode. And then, what else happened? I guess, like, they're possessed by Kryptonians or some shit like that with X-Kryptonite, because it makes it seem like they don't remember what happened when he called them. I don't know what he does to like activate them or whatever, but they don't remember that shit because the girl daddy didn't remember. But I blame you because you really went over there and felt like, oh, being a firefighter ain't enough. Let me go ahead, you know what I'm saying? I can't even begin to comment on this man because I don't dislike him. But the way they be having him act on that show be pissing me off so bad. You had so much shit to say to Lois when she first came, like, this man, this, did that, and the other. He finna fuck your whole family up. Because he coming for Lana next. Like, I'm surprised they ain't already got her up in there. He coming for her next. Like, y'all got kids, bro. Like, y'all out here making these decisions. Like, I can understand the other people in town because they don't know no better. But, like, your wife works for this man telling you to chill. And Lois keep coming by telling you something wrong with this man. And you still just like, no, I'm going to go in his office, though. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to go have tea with him and see what's up. Like, okay. And surprise, surprise, his motherfucking ass got powers, too. Came out with his whole suit. Talking about, where he say, did he say where he was from?
Who?
Morgan Edge. Because, he got powers, too, at the end of the episode. Remember, he bust out his whole little Superman suit, too.
Oh,
and started flying.
That's okay. When I first saw the episode, I was saying it was Zod, but then I remembered Lois already said that Clark has fought Zod. So it's not Zod because
It's probably YouTube, to be honest.
So Lord said in the episode for y'all Superman, like this is what I be talking about. People be like, Trey, you don't like Superman, but I pay attention. Lord's already said this is the guy that fought General Zod.
I don't think he mean literal brother. I just think he means they come from the same place.
Adoptive brother, Ha'el.
Ha'el? Where did he come from? These names, Ha'el. What is
but
that?
see, but this is the thing. I hate Superman so much, but I know more than Superman fans.
I don't think they related. Like his mom and dad didn't have two kids. Like
adoptive brother. Yeah. Adoptive brother.
If y'all want to follow us on Patreon, I mean not Patreon, goddammit, on Discord. Every time a video go live on Discord, it pops up in Discord for you to click the link. It's automatically set. So if you missing them on YouTube, you can join Discord. If you ain't social, you know what I'm saying, you anti-social, you ain't gotta talk to nobody, but them notifications gonna pop up though. So they pop up for Trey put them when he do gaming videos. They pop up for I think they pop up for the streams. They pop up for everything. So if you missing notifications, you can join Discord. If one of y'all mods can find the link for Discord so they can join, if people want to join, just don't come in there with no bullshit though, because you will get banned. But you know, you welcome to sit around.
What the hell is apples to apples comparison? What are we talking about? What are we talking about right now?
I don't know. He mentions Zack Snyder, so I just zoned out.
But like I was saying, Superman has an adoptive
Lizzie,
brother.
you're not that antisocial. You be playing with us.
So, I mean, hey, maybe that's the brother they're talking about. It's spelled H, E-L, like House of El. So I don't know how they pronounce it because I've never heard it pronounced. Ha'el, like, I don't know. I don't know how it's pronounced. So,
thank you guys.
I don't think it can be Zod. I don't think he can be Zod. That's not Zod's symbol on his chest, unless it's from another Earth.
We got plenty of mods,
but like I don't think that's Zod.
It's funny though, cause Adam saw Loki and was like, he sent us a message immediately. So he was like, "So we gonna get together again when this over." That was so funny. After he watched the video, he sent a tweet.
Why is it a yes? What?
Who?
Oh my god.
What happened?
There.
So his name basically Hell, but you just pronounce it differently.
Yeah.
I just like, now I'm not gonna lie, this first season of Superman and Lois has been great. But like, is this dude gonna be your nemesis to where you can't get rid of him season 1? What are we gonna do season 2? Like, when people have big build-ups like this, they first season, it makes me nervous for season 2. Because like, what are you gonna do after this if your first season started out like this? Because you already on some ex-Kryptonite, other Kryptonians, end of the world type shit season 1. So what are you gonna do next season? That's all I just be like trying to figure out too. Like, what are we gonna do with that? Not just stutter it.
Okay.
There will. I'm pretty sure Supergirl will be on Lois and Clark, but it won't be Melissa. They'll probably wait and do a Supergirl episode like when her show not on no more or something. But is it anything else we missed about this episode? They didn't show John Henry this episode. I was waiting on him to pull up. I'm like, bitch, he was telling y'all the truth, and all these Kryptonians popping up. I was waiting on him to pop up with some weapons. But they didn't show him this episode. I don't think nothing else happened, if I can remember correctly. I don't know. I don't think nothing else happened though.
No.
I think that was it. But it was a good episode though. So we gotta talk about the Flash now, right?
Yeah.
Flash episode, Goodbye Vibrations. So y'all know what episode this was if y'all watched the Flash. So can y'all just hide her though? Thank you. I don't want her here no more. Davon, you could go and hide her because she keep trying it and I ain't got time. I'm not your mom. I don't have patience like that. Some of y'all act like y'all don't understand the words that I'm saying. Do I need to switch up the languages for you? What language do you speak? It's 4 o'clock already. Thank you. And let's see, Flash was more so sad and funny. Cause this is the episode that Cisco was leaving. This is his last episode, but they tried to make it fun, which I can appreciate because that's his last episode. You want to make that memorable, like your last episode on the show. Most people last episode on the show they dead. Like you getting written off, you dead. But he got to leave. You know what I'm saying? He got to have fun. He got to save Central City. You know what I'm saying? What more can you ask for in your last episode?
Yep.
Got a lot of nice flashbacks, callbacks. You know. We got the season 1 picture of them with I was gonna say them with on. Technically it is, but we got the picture of all them together from season 1. We got the karaoke at the end with the Lady Gaga. That shit was funny because like that would be so funny if that was a joke. Like when they hired Grant, they started his favorite song was Poker Face and they put that in the show. He said, I don't even know who put that on my Facebook because that's not my favorite song. Like he said that shit like that came from a real place. Like that's not even my favorite song. I don't know who did that as a joke. Like, but who knows? But it was, yeah, some people are upset about the episode, but like what more do you fucking want? Like it's an episode where this person leaving. Like, did you want them to die? Like what did you want them to do? Like I was cool with because she wasn't even a villain low key. Like she was like an anti-hero.
No,
I was cool with that. Rainbow Raider 2.0. She came through trying to give people that needed something. She was trying to give back. You know what I mean? Like
from a system that has taken and
them same motherfuckers that's mad this week when they get to the end of the story when Godspeed show up, then they gonna be eating every episode, all up in the ass cracks of Flash and Godspeed. So it is what it is, but. I'm like every episode, like this is why I be like, art, like I'm the type of fan, I know everything is not gonna be perfect every episode, every season. I know that. Like there's gonna be filler maybe, there's gonna be hiccups here and there. Cause it's written by people. What people you know out here perfect. Like, I'm just trying to understand what what more do you want? Everybody on Superman and Lois ass, but then they was complaining about the first episode. His suit looked too clunky. Like, his suit make him look too big. You know, like it's too padded or some shit like that. All that shit out the window now, though, because y'all watching that shit every week. Where'd they go? That's what I'm just like, it's the Flash. Like, I don't know what else y'all want. Like, he already said last week, whatever the last episode was, that they was going to have some fun before all the drama started on the back half. So I figured it was for this episode. I don't know what else y'all want, bro. Like, this wasn't supposed to be an episode. You were supposed to really just be like, the Flash didn't deliver this week. Like, it's a goodbye episode for a OG member of the team. So, to me, it was funny. Seeing Chester geek out and the torch being passed, that was good. Like, seeing all that. Like, I liked it. But, like, seeing them break dance like that, bro. Barry sweating while he was doing them break dances and stuff. And they was doing all that dumb shit. I had fun watching the episode, but it was also sad at the same time.
I've just given up hope on humanity and TV shows. I really don't care anymore because everybody's going to have their opinion. And the funny thing is, a lot of y'all that talk that shit be wrong as fuck. And I'm going to get to that in a minute. A lot of you motherfuckers be wrong as fuck.
I don't know why y'all be mad about shit like that, but whatever.
I mean, he leaving. They don't want to kill the character off.
Chester is so precious. They did like perfect casting with that. Cause had he not been the right fit, like that wouldn't have worked like that for this episode. Him getting the torch passed on to him like that. Yeah, that was like perfect casting.
And it makes sense. Like,
I mean, she might be evil if she like either she like, I don't know. I figured something was gonna be up with Cecilia when she got hit with lightning that other episode, cause that his powers kind of like and her powers kind of mimic each other, and she was already getting stronger anyway from the episode with Top when she showed Top what she could do, but she had been holding back because she was scared it was gonna make her different. And she might have fucked up by holding back, because sometimes you be trying to hold shit in, it ain't always good either. So I don't know what's going on with that, but I figured they was gonna show something at the end to show you like what's coming next, but I didn't think it was gonna be her. But I was a little sus when they showed the picture at the crime scene. I'm like, nah, she at the crime scene, they ain't saying nothing to nobody. I was like, that shit don't add up. Trey was trying to think the best. He was like, maybe she there for Joe. I don't know.
I did.
It's possible, but JR,
Nobody looking for stuff for Kramer.
it's possible. JR, thank you for the donation. Keep up the great content. Love your reviews. Thank you for the support. We appreciate you. But yeah, I mean, I can see it, but it's like she got like split personalities or something going on, because she gonna have a little mask on, and then the way when they asked her about it, it was like she had to hurry up and make up an excuse on why she was where she was. So I don't know. But you know what? It's just like all the stuff that what's his name? Psych said when he showed them their worst fears is coming true. Cause remember, before people knew what their worst fears was, she got hit like 2 or 3 times with that shit that episode, right? Remember, she could feel everybody's fear. And remember how when they came on, they had her in a straitjacket in the house. Remember, she was doing the work, because I was like, why she over here doing this work in the dark? She had that candle lit, and she was at the table doing paperwork. And then all of a sudden, like before they introduced Psych that episode, it started off with a scene of Cecile in the house by herself in the dark, and she was in a straitjacket with purple eyes. That's why I was like, they already been teasing stuff for people, because Frost had the thing where she thought Katie was gonna turn her in and go to jail. It's like some of that happened. Cisco worst fear was staying behind on Team Flash, so he flipped it and leaving. So it's like everybody little worst fears and stuff really was coming true in a way. So I don't know. I mean, I don't feel like fans would dog Chester if they didn't dog him when he came. Ain't no point of doing it now. They've been working together like this whole season, basically, and some of last season. So ain't no point of doing it now. That Kramer lady get on my nerves though. I know the police force got to be a little ignorant now that Joe not there, but I'm sure they gonna show that some more too. Yeah, we remember when Iris made the tidal wave and had purple lightning. What about it? Y'all ain't gotta time people out for a suggestion as long as they not like doing the same one over and over again. Cause I mean, it's a suggestion category on Patreon. I mean, if you here, it's just a suggestion. So, I mean,
The only thing about the Flash episode I wish they would have did, they would have gave him his powers back. He didn't have to tell nobody he got his powers back, which would have been fine. It would just been like, you're still vibe. Like, the thing about Cisco, his visions were just as much part of him as his hand blast and everything. Like, don't take away his powers. Like, I just feel like he should have got his powers back when he touched the Flash suit.
I just feel like I know how people are, so I just feel like they did that because if people saw him get his powers back, why would y'all give him his powers back and he finna leave? Why would y'all do that? You know, like, people ain't never satisfied with stuff, so they probably just thought it was best not to even go there. Or people would have been like, oh, he coming back at some point to use his powers. Like,
I seen somebody say something somewhere. Why did they send him to Star City? Barry can run there and get him and come back. Barry can run anywhere in the world and
right,
get
he
him.
can run the Metropolis. He can run the like he can run whatever.
I don't understand. Like, people feel like they are oh so fucking 1,000 IQ, bro. Barry can run anywhere on fucking Earth every day and get Cisco. You send him to Star City because Arrow's not on. Why? Arrow's not on, so we don't have to see him.
But see, that's the thing. You shouldn't have to kill somebody to make a show dramatic and sad. If you can't do that without killing somebody, then you're not a good writer. You can make stuff in dramatic and sad without people without people dying. It still was sad when they had the flashbacks. He was thinking they didn't want him there. They had the moment with just him and Caitlyn and Cisco because they the OGs. That was still sad, and he didn't have to die. So everybody always want to see somebody die. Then when all the fucking characters there, y'all like, well, how the hell y'all gonna do a show? Like, god damn, ain't nobody got to die every fucking season for no show to be good or every episode.
Like, he was just talking about running to fucking Brussels in the episode, and you don't
get waffles, right?
And you don't think Barry can run the goddamn Star
and he's
City
faster now than he has been in any other season. He's faster now, like.
I mean, like, bro, people, and like, these are the people that say the show is bad, but you don't make sense.
Danny, please.
I don't understand it. Anyway, but Flash was a good episode too. Gonna miss Carlos Valdez.
Yeah, I'm gonna miss. Yeah, he left. He wasn't like fired or anything. He left. I mean, he been on the show what 7 years or longer. So it's like sometimes you got to do something else. Like everybody don't feel like you may start doing something and you love it. Eventually, you may want to do something else, and you have to drift to what you want to do. You can't be on no show miserable just because fans want you to be on there. Like, go do what it is you want to do. Go be what you want to be. A lot of people left, like the guy who played what's the old dude name with the white hair? Stein. He left to go do Broadway. Like, it's a lot of people leave for stuff. Like, that's why he left. He wanted to do Broadway. So I mean, he already was anyway. But they y'all gotta realize these people are stuck doing these shows 9 months out of the year. You only have 3 months where you can really do what you want to do. That's it. Like, Candace can't even get her nails done until the show over. Like, she posted a picture of her nails the other day. She was like, glad I could do what I want to do. Like, you have to keep your hair a certain way if you on a show like this. Gotta keep yourself groomed. Like, I couldn't have been on The Walking Dead because the way they look on The Walking Dead, they have to be like that in real life most of the year. Not cutting their hair, looking all disheveled like that because they had to keep them shits long for the show. Like, y'all have to realize some people, it's like you're not living if that's not just nothing you're 100% okay with. Like, some characters are better than others because you may be a side character, so they may not require that much of you. But if you're important to the show, where you on almost every episode, then you gotta do stuff a certain way. Grant can't just go get his hair cut one day, and then they still gotta film, and your hair is supposed to look like it did last week. Like,
the only time that was allowed was when he got married.
When he got married.
That was the only time he could go get his hair cut because he was finna get married.
Who be wearing wigs on the show? Who wear wigs? Y'all think Candace hair a wig? Y'all don't think she got good hair? That's what y'all think? Y'all think Danielle got a wig on? Only time Danielle got a wig on is when she kill a frost because her hair white. That's it. When she regularly Caitlyn, that's her hair. Cisco, that's his real hair. Like, y'all saw his hair was just long. He might want to cut that shit off. Like, but that Cisco got long hair. And y'all be on Iris' case. She had to literally fly to LA to get her hair done because that's not in the budget. They don't have nobody do her hair on set in Canada. So just imagine that. When you want your hair done, you gotta fly to LA because they ain't got your shit together. Why you think people be wanting to leave? Like, that kind of shit shouldn't happen. I'm the star, the female lead on the show, and I gotta fucking fly, pay my own money to fly out and get my hair done because ain't nobody here to do it the way I need it done. That's ass. But then y'all wonder why people be ready to go. I'll be ready to go too. Who finna fly every couple of weeks to get my hair? Y'all don't understand how my edges be. Like, who trying to fly out every week or two to go get their hair done? That's coming out of my pockets. Y'all ain't giving me nothing extra for that. Damn, every black person don't wear wigs. Every black person don't need weave.
You remember the time, this ain't my hair either. You know what I'm saying?
Boy, I'm about to
You remember when people were saying I had a wig on my fucking head? Fucking crazy.
I'm just like, people, when you have to take 75% of your year, y'all already don't like going to work on a regular day for regular jobs. Y'all already be like, I ain't coming in today. Like, I ain't coming in this week. You got to find a reason to call out. And then y'all be mad because them folks do that. They be at work 75% of the year and basically get out for this little summer break. And it ain't even really 3 months because they going to have to turn right back around after Corona and the way they film. They just got through filming. They finna turn right back around and start back. They just got through filming in May. They probably already writing season, 8? It's 8, right? Ain't it 8? Season 8 that's we finna be on, right?
Yeah.
So they already writing 8, and then they finna have to come back to work in a couple of months to start filming it. Because it's come back out in I think Trey said November, season 8 comes out.
Yeah.
So they have to already start filming. Like y'all don't get it, bro. If you were constricted, couldn't do what you wanted to do 3/4 out of the year, y'all would have been gone. Y'all don't give a fuck about no fans. I can't do what I want to do. I can't go to the club every Friday. What you mean? I can't go get my hair and nails done every week. I gotta look like this. I gotta keep the same hairstyle. Y'all know y'all would have been dipped. Child. Y'all don't understand what them people go through on them sets. That's why Ruby did. Y'all bullshitting. People try to make it seem like, oh, she got an injury. It don't matter if she got all that done, because guess what? She still did other movies. She left because of the constriction. You making less money 75% out of the year taking your life than you taking 25% out of the year and making more or equal. Like,
The CW, man, they don't, bro. They the way they shoot shit.
Like, TV is where it's at now, to be honest. Especially while Corona was on, them people should have been getting gold checks. They should have been getting golden goose checks. Because people were sitting at home with nothing to do but wanting to watch TV. But nobody was going to the movies last year. Like, they should be getting paid more. It's more people watching TV now than movies. Like, yeah, you got the hits. Cool. But it's like, I watch more TV than I do movies. I mean, do the fans give them their checks? Because, I mean, are y'all really fans? How y'all be cutting up every week? Shit, them fucking commercials is what get them checks. I don't care, bro. Because if it was just the fans, they wouldn't be scared to put that shit on streaming services. They keep that shit on TV so they can get that commercial money and that ad money. Because if you wasn't scared of that, the shit would have had a bigger budget and it would have got moved to HBO Max. But they don't logically think about shit on the back end over there. It's just what can we do to make $1 today, not what can we do to make millions next year. Luis, thank you for the donation. How would y'all feel in the series finale? Bear gives up his powers and retires like Clark in Smallville. It obviously won't happen, but if it did, I doubt it. But what is this? Stargirl ain't even on. You asking about some shit from last year? What y'all be on, bruh? Did y'all react to Stargirl? Did you type in Married to the Real Stargirl and find a reaction? Then be spamming that shit. Y'all really be like, get off the bath salts. That shit not good for you. You say more viewers equals more money, but obviously not, because it shows that do well that get canceled. Don't nobody go off ratings no more. Them people cancel whatever they want to cancel and whatever else. Because like I said, if we mattered, the shit would be on the streaming service. It wouldn't be over here where the commercials was at.
That's not true. Didn't Jupiter's Legacy just get canceled? And it was like a good show that y'all people like. Like, then a lot of people watch that.
It's up to the companies to invest in them people. If you invest in your show, of course the money gonna come. But they not worried about us though. That's the thing. They worried about how they pinching pennies and how it look. Like, to be honest, the CW as a channel, that shit could be on HBO, period. All that shit could be over there. And guess what? Every one of them fans would have to get your streaming service if they wanted to watch it. I'd rather pay for HBO Max than pay for cable every month. That's the only channel we watch live, is the CW on TV. We don't watch nothing else live. Like, my kids may watch shit, like, but like the TV be on cartoon, like on Nickelodeon or Cartoon Network most of the day. To be honest, we don't even watch live TV. We DVR it, and then we watch it for the reaction. I could do the same thing on the streaming service.
True. And it's not like, and like, this is the thing, and we gonna prove a point. We gonna move on to Loki. It's not like if you put the show on week to week on the streaming service, it doesn't have benefits. I.e., Marvel, WandaVision came on week to week. Falcon and Winter Soldier, Loki.
People okay with watching stuff week to week though. Like, I don't know, like people binge shit on Netflix because Netflix do that. But if it's good, you gonna watch it every week. Yeah, they canceled it.
So I'm like, what the fuck is the problem? You're scared. The WB, CW, all the months, I don't know why they were so fucking scary.
But what I'm saying about the CW and HBO, y'all taking like pieces of the shows or new stuff, backing it by HBO Max, showing it on CW, then putting it on HBO Max when you could just have the shit over there from jump. It don't make sense to do all that. Like I don't understand why. Like I don't care for commercials. I don't watch commercials. That's why we DVR. So we DVR the Flash at 7, and we start watching at 7:20 to fast forward through all the commercials. So I'm just like, if I could watch that shit without ads, of course I'm gonna pay for that. I don't want to watch no goddamn commercials. Who really sitting there watching commercials if you can fast forward through them bitches?
Week to week lets you marinate, but a lot of y'all don't like watching stuff week to week. The week to week formula on DC shows is past time because it's not what it once was. You have hit the stage of where Marvel has released shows like that you see in the background of WandaVision, and you're like, the standard has shifted.
If
which we
HBO
said
Max-
years ago. We said that years ago over here on Married to the Real. We said, y'all need to lower the episode number and put the more of the budget into those lesser episodes and get a better product.
Why are you wasting budget on filler? Ghostwalker, thank you for the donation. I love your channel. Keep doing what you're doing. But like, even if they were scared to do week to week, do what Amazon did with The Boys. You got them first couple episodes, so if you never watched it or you wanted, you could get into the season. Then you got the rest of it week to week. If you scared to do that, do a 2-episode premiere. Like, if it's a 30-minute show, you could do a 3-episode premiere and then do the rest. Like, you ain't got, like, I just feel like if people like your shit, they're gonna watch it. But I'd rather watch the shit without ads and commercials. I'd pay for that. Like, people pay extra money to not watch commercials and ads, bro. Like, you can make that shit like Hulu do. You can have, like, a lower, like, you can put the, like, ads in your shows. And then if the people that don't want ads, have them pay extra for it. Like, I just feel like somebody needs to sit down with them and tell them they doing this all wrong. Y'all need to start over, because, like, to me, Flash is now the longest running, like, superhero show that they got on the CW. Why would you forego that show and put more budget into a new show, not knowing if it was gonna flop or not, when you could have put more of a budget into the show you had and probably got more fans to rewatch, start watching, or whatever? It's just like, they don't, I don't know, like, they don't do stuff right. Because like I said, Superman and Lois is good this season, but I'm waiting to see. The CW is good at producing good season 1 and even good season 2 shows. But after that, that's when the question marks start. So you want to put all this money into 2 seasons of Superman and Lois when they season 3 could flop and y'all may not watch it no more. When you could have put that money into the next 2 seasons of The Flash and then been like, oh, we closed out on the good note. We got at least 8 seasons in. Or you could have pushed it to 10 because 7 and 8 were so good. Child, they don't want to hear nothing right. That's the thing too, Crispy McChicken. All them stupid ass breaks they take on the TV network, you ain't got to worry about that on the streaming service.
And that's why Superman and Lois fucked up too. They took that break and that hit their ratings hard. I see that, like, when I go to watch my ratings or check ratings, they stopped reporting ratings after they came back because the ratings dropped so bad.
Luis, thank you for the donation. Netflix already bought any and all future Flash seasons. Also, the other old CW shows. That's why Stargirl and Batwoman never are in HBO Max. They are. What you mean? Ain't Batwoman on HBO Max?
Mm-hmm.
That was like, they are over there. Like, they got a contract. When they contract up, all that stuff going to Netflix. But all the new stuff, that's not
all
under contract.
DC properties are going to HBO Max when they're done with the with Netflix.
Let me pull up my HBO Max, because I'm like, they already got a lot of stuff over there already.
Everything that's on on Netflix, once that contract is up, it's over. It's going to what's the name? It's going to HBO Max. It's a wrap.
Batwoman is on here. Stargirl is on here.
I'm ready to
Go ahead.
Oh yeah, we gotta do Loki.
Yeah, and you go with, because you never said what you was going to do. And it's already 4:25.
Superman Lois lost momentum for no reason. No, they lost momentum for a reason because people decided to put it on before it needed to come on. Had they came on when they should have put on Supergirl first, like I said weeks ago, and then Supergirl first, and then put on Superman and Lois, and just ran Superman and Lois. Don't tell her she wrong.
Who?
What the hell is he talking about?
I don't know, but I'm just like, they got the only reason Netflix has the CW shows right now is because they were under contract before all this stuff happened. Once that contract is over, they not renewing it, and everything is going to HBO Max because they own the stuff anyway. That's why you saw them other big shows leave Netflix. That's why they working on originals, because they know all that stuff gonna be gone in the next year or two.
Green Lantern is not a cursed property. It's just people don't know how to do the Green Lantern. She said newer, not never. Okay, she said you. They saying you said never.
Never what?
On the fucking thing with the donation, you said never, not newer.
So do I need to reread the donation? Is that why y'all tripping?
Yes, they said you said newer. I meant never instead of newer.
But either way, even if I say newer, at the end of the day,
No,
they
you
still
said never.
If I said never, at the end of the day, they still moving this shit from Netflix when the contract up. So my point's still valid though. At the end of the day, HBO Max gonna have all that shit over there when the contracts are up with Netflix. They can't keep that stuff because it doesn't belong to them.
It's a DC property. It's a Warner Brothers property.
Why you think Friends and The Office and all the other kind of shit left from over there? Because those people got their own streaming services and they own it, so they put it on their shit.
Yeah, like what? The Office is on what? Paramount or whatever the fuck it is.
Paramount,
yeah.
Paramount Plus with that ugly ass Rugrats animation and the Squidward show. How the fuck y'all put Squidward on Paramount? I mean, not Squidward, Patrick, the Patrick show.
I'm like,
on Paramount Plus. Why? He dumb as fuck on SpongeBob. I ain't trying to watch him have his own show.
Peacock. That's what it is, on Peacock. My bad. Yeah, Peacock. Whatever. All these fucking streaming services, bro.
That's what I'm saying. That's gonna be the future though. Cable gonna get wiped out. Nobody wants to watch ads over and over in commercials. Nobody gives a fuck about what's going on because everybody is on their phone 24/7 or whatever. Apps is the future, and like the next 5 years, cable probably won't be a thing. Most people cut the cord, as they call it, a long time ago, and we would have too. Like if it wasn't for us live watching the Flash, like if they had another way for us to watch CW shows live, we wouldn't like be on here. Like how when Disney Plus, like when Loki dropped at 2 in the morning, we watching that shit at 2 in the morning. If the Flash was coming out at 7 on HBO Max or something else, we would need cable. That's just a bill we paying for no reason. Like we just have all streaming services. Like I'm good. I like how y'all steady kind of trying to correct me that he said newer, not never. Let me say this shit again. Newer then. And at the end of the conversation, the shit is still moving to HBO Max. So y'all good? Like y'all trying to point out my mistake, but you're not listening to what I'm saying when I'm saying the shit's still gonna move. We'll see 2022, 2023 where the videos be at. They ain't got that long. Jesus Christ. Let's talk about Loki. Stop it, though.
You see my face? They ain't even trying me today because Trey don't care what they say.
Cable should have been dead, to be honest, but like big networks, because like ABC affiliated with Disney and Hulu, all them shit's like connected. It'd be like one company owning all that shit. They all just be connected and have different names.
You know what, y'all? I don't care that y'all saw Peggy and Loki because you motherfuckers y'all thought y'all was getting Mephisto. Y'all thought y'all were getting this in the fucking hallway scene. People keep saying they saw Peggy.
At
Yeah.
the TVA?
Yes. But like I said, y'all don't know. Somebody said something.
I'd have to watch it again because I was supposed to rewatch it and I didn't.
Like y'all people are saying something like, bro, y'all don't know that. Like y'all don't know that. It's
I
a
just
person
feel like
that
if we
looked
would have
like
seen
her.
her, we would have said something. So that's why I was like,
It was
okay.
it was a person that was faded out. You know how you focused on? Yeah, it was a person in the background. You didn't.
So
see
she died and became a TVA agent.
You didn't see her. Like you saw a person in the background like this. Like that's Trey. Is it Trey though? It might be. Oh,
y'all know what's funny to me though? The people that work at the TVA look like humans, but they don't know shit about humanity. So like, what are they exactly? Like, people always try to make it seem like humans are trash, but like, why y'all TVA agents don't look like aliens or different creatures? They look like people, which is probably easier for Marvel to do. But it's like, motherfucker didn't even know what a fish was. So that's why I'm like, where did y'all come from? Like, what is this?
I'm like, bro, y'all be reaching for shit that don't even be there. Motherfuckers trying to correct me on fucking time travel. Get a YouTube channel, then try to compete.
I don't understand how nobody correct nobody on time travel. Y'all ain't got time machines, so I'm just like, really? We really having an argument about time travel? Like, y'all can pull out the whiteboard and build the machine real quick? But I feel like Loki was good. I seen people complain about that too. Somebody was off to a rocky start. I'm like, where? I get so sick of seeing people reviews. I feel like people just gotta say something that's different from what everybody else saying just to try to feel important. Like, what was rough about it? You saw they started from Endgame where the Tesseract was and he disappeared. They literally started with his story right there. He got pulled out of the timeline, like, because it made this little variant or whatever. TVA shows up. He going through all this process, figuring out what's going on. Like, his emotions, like, the way his emotions changed, seeing different stuff on that, the little screen when he was seeing parts of his life, like when he saw his mama die, he saw his dad die, but he saw how his family really felt about him. Then it's cut to Thanos, like, he's looking like bitch. Like, what the fuck? Like, all that stuff is just... It's a lot. And I was wondering, like, Owen Wilson's character, like, did he set that up on purpose for him to, like, fall in line and actually do what he want him to do? Like, did he know he would try to escape, come back in here and end up seeing, like, his story and then feel bad and then, like, start helping? RS Gaming, thank you for the donation. I must have forgot that some people in the chat work at Marvel Studios. What was interesting to me, though, is that the person that was murdering everybody was, I guess, a Loki variant too. I don't know, like, from what world or time frame or where. Because, like, the thing that confuses me about this is, like, they make it seem like there's one set timeline that what they call the timekeepers made, right?
The sacred timeline.
Yeah. Right, because they put all the other shit together, right? Like, they put everything together. So, at that point, if they put everything together, wouldn't it just be the Loki that we know? It wouldn't be, like, other ones from other universes if we got this one set timeline, right? Mm-hmm. So, at what point in his timeline before Thanos kills him is this Loki that's murdering everybody? Is this, like, before 2012? Is this, like, after? Like, I'm just saying, like, that's the thing that I'm trying to figure out. If it's a Loki, like, where did you come from? Like, at what point in your life did you say fuck the world and started, like, killing everybody? Like, I don't think Loki's ever been that for me, like, in anything we've seen him in. Not that cutthroat, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just trying to understand what's going on with that. But I just feel like the TVA really just, like, stepped on us. Marvel just stepped on us because it's like, y'all had Infinity Stones in a drawer and said they was, like, paperweights. Mm-hmm. But, like, we really had people out here ending their whole life for them.
But see, that's the thing. In there, I guess you could say...
Yeah, don't none of that shit work in there. Like,
in
they,
their
like,
zone.
OP. They OP.
It doesn't affect them.
But it's just like, y'all got them bitches like they toys. But, like, Nat dead, Tony dead, like, all these people dead. Gamora, like, died and had to come back from a different time for, like, all this shit just for some fucking Infinity Stones. Like, for what? I'm just like, I don't know. I would have loved to see Thanos walk in that bitch and see them drawer full of Infinity Stones and see that shit ain't even matter. Like, what he would look like when he seen that. Oh my god, we would have got instant farmer Thanos. Like, fuck it, let me just go on over here to this planet and just grow whatever kind of fruit that was, cause there ain't no point. Like that shit was just like y'all thought the movies was important, not up in here. That shit was so disrespectful, bruh. Not Tony Stark turning in his grave. Somebody made a good point. I didn't see. Somebody said that all the Infinity Stones were in the drawer, but Soul Stones. So I don't know if that's something different. I don't know, but I mean, they said this. How I know y'all don't watch the whole episodes and stuff, or y'all don't pay attention, cause y'all steady keep bringing up Gamora and then them going back in time and Endgame. The lady literally said that that was supposed to happen. Cause Loki asked, like Loki pointed it out, he said y'all should be going after the Avengers because they went back in time to do blah blah blah. She was like that was supposed to happen. So that means the Gamora that would have came from a different timeline, it was supposed to happen that way. If they didn't come snatch them up, that means it was supposed to happen that way. Yeah, that was kind of dark though when they let him hear his neck snap like that in that video. Not the TVA gotta go catch Steve for traveling back to Peggy. He wildin'. If they didn't know it was supposed to happen, they knew all that was supposed to happen. Like, y'all have to realize, it's like, we like Loki, but to the sacred timeline, he's supposed to be a villain. That man literally said they used him. His villainy makes the other people their best selves. So it's like, even in the sacred timeline, the Avengers are the heroes of the story. Even if they died or even if whatever they did was okay, obviously. Cause they was still in there. Nobody got snatched up for doing none of the shit during the time travel. So I'm just like, obviously all that was cool. Somebody like Loki I can see that being a danger to the timeline because he's gonna focus on himself. He was always, oh, I want to rule, I want to rule, I want to rule. So if you get to the TVA, like which you got this version that did, and they escape, and they killing everybody, it's like, I can rule the world if I figure out how to use this right. Then, on top of that, whoever the variant is that's like evil with the little cloak on, they keep stealing those little time reset grenade things. So they probably supposed to. Whatever. He explained it. He like when he made that statement about the weak or whatever, like the weak do something to make themselves look this way, or whatever. He was basically talking about himself. He feels like he's weak, so he put on this big charade, like making it seem right, so people wouldn't fuck with him a certain way. I'm assuming. All he's probably ever wanted is just his family to care about him and him to be treated as an equal, but he wasn't treated like that. I don't know. Somebody said that city in Oklahoma that they showed at the end didn't exist in that time period. I think it was like 1858 because I went back to look. Because at first they was in the 1500s. Then he went to 1858, and whatever the name of that city was, they said it wasn't technically a city then in that year, or wasn't known as a city then in that year. So I don't know what's going on. I like this show though because it's gonna be full of mysteries and magic. Like I fucks with that.
When Kevin Feige and Marvel wants them to show up.
What happened? I just feel like it's interesting though. We've only gotten one episode, so you gotta watch more. But Loki, if that's the end game, him fighting different versions of himself, like in time or some shit like that, that's gonna be wild. But I just want to know where this Loki, the murderous one, came from. Like, why are you doing this? Like, what is your story? Like, I'm ready to see like the flashbacks on that. Like, how did we get here? To where you murdering everybody and stealing time grenades. Oh, Sean, thank you for the donation. So, from which point in his life is the variant Loki from that's been killing the Minutemen if there's no multiverse yet? I just asked that literal question like 5 or 10 minutes ago. That's what the show gonna have to show us, I guess. Cause I'm assuming there's no multiverse right now. That's what they're leading to. That's why they showed that little thing. They kept saying Nexus and Madness, because that's what they're leading to when we get to the Doctor Strange movie. But like, that's what I'm saying too. Unless because it's gonna happen. It's somebody from that time, like you get what I'm saying, like time travel, like weird. So like Multiverse of Madness hasn't happened for us yet, but we're in a show with time travel, so we know it's gonna happen. Would they when the movie come out in 2022? Like what
March, I think.
March,
February.
so we know it's gonna happen. So what if there's like a since the Multiverse of Madness is gonna happen? This is a Loki from a multiverse that's traveled back in time because they know what's gonna happen to them later on. You get what I'm saying? Time travel tricky that way. Like I know I can't word it right, but I know what I'm trying to say. I know what I'm trying to say. Like, but I feel like maybe now that I think about it, maybe it is a variant from another universe because we know Multiverse of Madness is gonna happen. They don't know it yet on the show because we ain't got to that point in time yet. Or maybe they do. They wouldn't show us the future yet though. They've been showing us the past. They haven't really shown the future besides the shit that we know from Endgame, whatever year that is. So I don't know. Is Multiverse of Madness? I wonder what year that's gonna be. Cause what year was Endgame? Since they did the skip with the blip.
2023.
So I wonder, like, cause then that's 2023. That's Falcon and Winter Soldier was in, right?
WandaVision, Falcon and Winter Soldier.
So I wonder what year they're gonna say Multiverse of Madness. Is that 2023 too, or they gonna like go a little further with it? Like I wonder how they gonna do that.
All of it. I feel like all of Phase 4 is 2023. I feel like everything. I think everything. Every movie is gonna be 2023 until we get to actual 2023.
Yeah.
I'm like, I know that's like Trey. That doesn't make any sense.
Bro, the tweets.
The 5-year gap was actually. I
Who
feel
got
like
what mixed up? Maybe you talking to somebody in the chat.
the 5-year gap was done, but we didn't account for Corona, and then movies and everything started getting pushed back. And now it's like, oh, well, everything getting pushed back. We can make it to 2023 because Phase 4 ends possibly in 2023.
I mean, the show may explain it. He's already gotten a season 2, though, so they may not fully explain it. He the only person so far with these shows that is known that we getting a season 2. So they may not fully explain everything, but it would be interesting to see, like, if he got this show, they did Multiverse of Madness, and then, like, because he asked could he go back to his timeline, so I don't know. Like, I don't know what's going to happen with this. It's interesting, though.
Falcon and Winter Soldier is 2024. Okay.
So the Multiverse of Madness don't have to do with time travel. It's just different Earths. That's what you're saying? Wouldn't that go hand in hand? Time travel and multiple universes and Earths? Wouldn't that all go together? Because if you got multiple Earths, wouldn't there be different points in time on those multiple Earths where, I mean, it's still time. You still got to deal with time. They not in 1 year in the multiverse. Like, you still will have a multiverse breach. You got all this different shit. But then who's to say this time didn't exist, that time didn't exist, or whatever? So Multiverse of Madness could happen in 2023. What if Loki is from 2030 and they never like fix it with the movie and it's still a multiverse? Like, who's to say it's not all connected? So you write for Marvel. How you know them timelines don't affect the MCU? What's the purpose of doing a movie called A Multiverse of Madness if none of that gonna affect nothing? We'll see when they come out, though. I ain't finna argue about time travel with folks. I'm not finna do that. Exactly, Jackson. There was a multiverse that existed before, but everybody was trying to body everybody, so they made it one single timeline. So if there was a multiverse before, and the timekeepers had to fix it to make a sacred timeline, doesn't time travel apply to the multiverse as well? Child, don't let me write an essay on y'all today. Explain that to me, Skin Intelligence, what I just said. Did y'all watch the Miss Minute video when she said there were multiple timelines, multiple realities, and all this other kind of shit. They had to make it one because everybody was trying to destroy each other. Not you wanting to see a multiverse in real life, see a variant of you. I would think so. Time applies to everything. Everything has time. Like, I'm not undefeated, but I'm just like, I just wanted to make sense. Like, you trying to tell me I'm wrong, but even if you're saying time doesn't apply to the multiverse, but those people live every day, so that's still time on different Earths. They still go through different days, weeks, months, years. It's still time. Time applies to everything.
The TVA deals with time. Doctor Strange deals with the multiverse. So why did he have the time stone?
Oh, please. I can't. Y'all be making my husband walk away every week. I'm like, when you could think about the concept of time, time is everywhere, all places, at all times. So even though the multiverse of madness doesn't exist right now, when it comes later, that's still different time though. Like, that's just like when the multiverse of madness happened. You mean to tell me if they don't fix it, it won't be like different time. They can't live in one day is what I'm trying to explain. You can't live in 1 minute forever. So once those different things branch off, like, they're gonna have their own version and at different points in time.
The TVA deals in time. Doctor Strange deals with the multiverse.
I get that,
but
they
he was
named
the keeper
the
of
TVA.
the time stone. The keeper of the time stone put Dormammu in a time loop, not a multiverse loop, but a time loop. I don't understand it.
The whole video says Miss Minutes explains the multiverse concept and the establishment of the TVA. So she literally talks about the multiverse. There was a I got y'all. Hold on. Let me turn my subtitles on. I ain't playing it so they can hear him. I got this. I'm not trying to turn it on for them to hear. I'm trying to look for the subtitles.
What are y'all talking about?
Long ago, there was a vast multiversal war. So, multiversal, is that not...
This is trade face because people hear what they want to hear, and like people
but
have
it's
already
in the show. That's what I'm saying. Like, y'all be trying to say people wrong, and then it's in the show.
People already trying to tell Trey he wrong, so Trey just like, okay, I'm wrong. They don't stress me the fuck nothing. Like, Trey is not stressed. I am unbothered by this shit. Know why I'm unbothered? Because they're gonna say Trey's wrong, and I'm just at this point, I'm just like, okay, whatever. I'm wrong.
I feel like in MCU, when they say multiverse, they mean that they're like other universes, like multiple universes. I don't like, time is a part of everything. Like, there's a universe, like somebody said, where instead of Black Widow jumping, Hawkeye jumped. Like, you gonna have a universe like that where she didn't die, he did. But that still would be, it still may be the same day that it happened in our universe. So time still is a factor.
Yeah, I don't know why they're saying TDA, and they people are trying to correct me on time travel and are saying TDA, not TVA.
What's TDA?
But
what they even stand for?
Exactly. That's why I'm like, I am sitting here.
And it's like time variant something.
Mm-hmm.
The fuck did D stand for?
And nothing at all, because people don't know what the fuck they're talking about. That's why I'm sitting here like, I don't care about this shit. Like, I am unbothered by this shit. You can't tell me shit and you don't even... It's a big T, V, and A on his fucking shit right here on his chest. And you're sitting here trying to tell me...
Right, they literally put a cartoon
about
on
complex time
People
travel.
don't listen to when people explain shit, though. It starts... Her first 30 seconds of breathing said there was a multiversal war. Like, that war in that different multiverses is why they made it one thing.
Y'all got it. Like I said, Y'all got it.
I'm finna get to go though.
It can't even be a mistake how far D and V are away from each other. Yeah. It ain't even that far away from each other. It's two different fucking letters. So, you know. It's alright. Like I said, people have already told me I'm wrong. So I'm like, okay. Without giving me reasons.
I'm ready to watch more Loki. So then we'll see as we watch more episodes what's happening, because
like,
ain't no point of sitting up here trying to argue about some shit they ain't even put on screen yet. What we finna do? I seen somebody put that on Twitter. Talking about if anything happened to Casey, Marvel gonna have to answer, because they didn't put him in the category with like what you call them from WandaVision. They didn't put them in like the lovable side people category. Like better not nothing ever happened to him. So we gonna see.
yeah, I'm when they come to time travel, bro, I'm not arguing with people.
If you want to make a request, go to Patreon and sign up for that tier. Thanks.
I'm baffled. Doctor Strange had the whole fucking time stone for a whole movie.
And his movie gonna be the Multiverse of Madness.
I'm like, he rewind time the first movie constantly. Had the time stone in Infinity War. Gave the time stone up. Then the ancient one said it's the Sorcerer's supreme job to keep the time stone. To guard it.
You know what would be funny though in Loki is if the TVA knows that multiple universes already exist and they lying like it's one thing. That's why they be trying to get the variant so you don't get out there and know it's other shit going on. Cause then that's when it will be like chaos or whatever. But I think they already exist. It's just they don't want nobody mucking it up and like jumping from place to place and changing shit. That's why they made the TVA. Cause like, who are the timekeepers? If they able to do all this, ain't nobody above you. Like, how you get that power to be able to just make one sacred timeline? Like, who created you? Where you come from? But
timekeepers.
I feel like they hiding some. Every organization that's structured like that got secrets, of course. Like, that's just like the time government. Of course, they got secrets. They don't care about Doctor Strange right now because he probably on the petty level. He ain't changing like that little shit he did. Like they said, probably was supposed to happen. So it may be a different story when we watch Multiverse of Madness, because then that you go from changing your little reality a few minutes to like you changing probably billions when you start messing with shit like that. Are we leaving or what you?
Yeah,
doing?
sure. Mm-hmm.
So you going, or you? I'm trying to figure out what you're doing still because it's gonna be 5.
No, and you didn't see Peggy either.
They probably just asking because somebody else said.
Y'all did not see Peggy. You know what I believe?
This the lady right here they talking about.
I know.
I looked it up to see because she had on a time collar. That little picture right there that's like faded out.
I've seen the shit. Good. Actually, you know what? You know what I heard? You know what I heard? I heard that wasn't Peggy. I heard that was Sharon who went back in the past, right? Dressed up as Peggy to help be the power broker to actually become the Beyonder. Confirmed. There you go. That's what happened. But, I mean, I got that from Kevin Feige himself, though. So, y'all heard it here first.
Bro, people are so petty. If you was in Texas and you came on my lawn with this, I'd shoot you. This man who don't give a fuck about his child, that cause he pay child support, you know, like you don't pay when they turn 18. So the child finna graduate. This motherfucker came to her mama's house and dumped 80,000 pennies on their lawn as his last child support payment. No, you don't do that. And he already was an abusive asshole anyway. Like,
80,000
80,000 pennies. So they donated it to a fucking domestic shelter. Don't come in my yard with that shit, bitch, because you gotta pay child support. Cut your shit off if you don't want to have no kids. Be mad.
Trade chill. No, don't tell Trey to chill. I'm just telling y'all what's facts, man. Also, I heard Wanda is not actually the Scarlet Witch. She's actually the Phoenix Force disguised as the Scarlet Witch to be reborn as Jean Grey, and then she's gonna transmutate into Miss Marvel, and then transform into Mary Jane Watson. I'm just putting it out there, you know.
Can you let me know what I need to do, sir? Because I'm not gonna keep sitting here.
What you do about what?
Are you eating today or not?
Do you want me to?
I want to know what I need to do because I told you if you weren't
driving?
what I was gonna do.
Would you drive?
I guess so, but I would have needed to make reservations too, just in case. And you telling me last minute,
I
so
don't
that's
know.
I'm
I
like,
didn't know you had to do that.
we do it every week.
I didn't know you had to be around this when she came back.
No, because that's when where I was going. If you were going, that's why I was like, I said I wanted to go there. I didn't say for sure. Like I could do that with the kids tomorrow.
Well, just do whatever you go do, baby. It's fine. I don't care.
That's why I be asking you stuff ahead of time, bro.
Yeah, man, I confirmed it. Also, Loki.
What time are you gonna be done with this?
I'm done now.
You're not though, because you was just gonna say something.
I'm done. Rogue got pregnant by Gambit and absorbed his essence. Now they're one being. So now Professor X go have a baby with Rogue and Gambit combined. It's gonna be the Ultimate Mutant. That's coming out 2025. But I'm just saying. I'm just putting it out there. Just hey. Just putting it out there. Just putting it out there. Just
What season did Arrow end on?
8. Well,
He said, I think the Flash is going to end on season 9 like Arrow did. You mean 8? I was like, am I tripping? Did I miss a season? too hot. This not even in the same universe. Oh my god. Um,
Oh, I didn't know if y'all knew this, but Shang-Chi gonna have a baby with Darcy, Ultimate Warrior.
his name's Shang-Chi, and then you need to stop being messy. Talking about Darcy.
Yeah, I gotta get used to saying Shang-Chi. You know what I'm saying? I'm just putting it out there, man. I'm just giving y'all the content y'all want. Shang-Chi
We got
and
15
Darcy.
minutes before we gotta leave.
Okay.
Pure Imagination, thank you for the donation. See you, Rick. But in all, to be serious, I think everything was good in its own way this week, which is good. I'm ready for, I guess, everything next week.
Ant-Man, the Wasp, and Cyclops gonna have a threesome.
There's no more breaks for the CW, right?
And it's gonna be
I hope not.
the ultimate couple
There
in
should
the
be.
MCU.
It's June. There should be no more breaks for no CW shows. Hopefully they on till they off. God, what are you doing? I need to go see if there's some more packages downstairs. Not Agatha is Loki's ex. Sure.
Monica, Blue Marvel, and Brother Voodoo gonna be a throuple since she date both of them, and she gonna have fraternal twins
who look like each one of their daddies.
Exactly.
I'm finna go.
You know what I'm saying? That's coming 2026. So just be on the lookout for that.
Doing
Like
so much for nothing.
Loki's gonna time travel into the past. Actually, fuck his adoptive mother and have himself be born, like in Futurama. I'm just saying, 2027 coming soon. Y'all be on the lookout for that shit.
Somebody said they can't wait for the next tier list.
I gotta put the tier list up on the channel when I'm done editing. Galactus, maybe. I don't know. I wonder if we ever get to be under.
You used to want Stan Lee to be him, didn't you?
Yeah, I wanted, like, when Stan Lee was alive, I wanted Stan Lee to be the Beyonder.
We can go whenever you ready to.
Alright.
I don't think we missing anything.
If they wanted to recast, let's say they wanted to recast Tony Stark eventually, and they wanted to bring a villain, I would take Robert Downey Jr. as the Beyonder, since he's like the godfather of the MCU. Like, notice y'all heard that here first. Since Stan Lee is like gone, and like the Beyonder would be like an old supreme powerful being. That would be nice. Like, if I have him come back and have him to play a deity like that.
Yeah, who do that?
Robert Downey Jr. Like, have him play a villain. Like, that would be fun. Y'all heard that here first, though. What is it? 11th, 2021. Kevin Feige called me. DC can't handle me.
They can't handle
We want
nobody.
Nick Cannon. Man, I'll whoop your ass. I'll whoop your ass. I'll knock your whole head off your fucking shoulders. Keep playing with me. I will whoop your ass.
Alright, guys. Well, I'm gonna go.
The Beyonder is a young looking dude, bro. Stop. First of all, the Beyonder has had many iterations. Like, y'all don't have a problem. Y'all don't have a... Bro, y'all so fucking picky. In 1 minute, y'all want Hugh Jackman to come back as Wolverine. Y'all accept Tony Stark looking old. Like, bro, like, shit changes. Like, I've seen a version where he has gray streaks in his head. So I'm like, it don't matter.
Where I'm going to go eat and not be stressed by these conversations. I go eat every Friday, so
Yeah, that's what I want. Snoop Dogg is Blade.
I'm ready to go eat.
Yeah, Snoop Dogg is Blade. What's happening, cuz? Like, pulling up on the vampires. What's happening, cuz? What? Fuck you, cuz. What? Look, I'm gonna get the fuck up out of here. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
You do your thing.
What am I gonna do? Say bye?
Yeah.
You do it since I'm driving. Why I need to say bye? And you right there by the mouse.
Cause you usually say bye.
Cause you usually leave.
You right. I'm out, man.
That's annoying. Y'all have a good rest of y'all weekend. I'm gone, y'all.